police in Madison, Wisconsin.
Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Good night. Doris Stewart. Guys, what's up, guys? Guys, can you give me a thumbs up, please? Look on top of your screen. You see a thumbs up. Can you thumbs up the like button for me, please? And thanks, say you're welcome. Oh, guys, please remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're new. Welcome, guys. I don't know nothing about Algeria. I don't know nothing about Algeria. Addis. Nothing about Algeria. But I'm very much interested in African politics. Very, very much. I'm watching Uganda politics right now. It's very interesting to watch. Yeah. Let me see if Museveni going to pull it off over Bobby Wine, or Bobby Wine going to pull it off over Museveni. But it's very interesting. Yeah. Very interesting. But I don't know. I don't know. I want to talk African politics one of the time. So I'm going to do a survey on my YouTube channel and ask the viewers what they think about having a discussion about African politics, yeah. But guys, welcome. Good night. Sorry guys. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good night. Wherever time zone you're watching from. Welcome to Jamaica 87. Yeah. And if it's your first time here, this is a politics channel where we talk about Jamaican politics and what is going on in our country, yeah? Yeah, man. And we rely on the truth and nothing but the truth. We don't spread misinformation, rumors, propaganda, and lies on this channel. And if I do put out any form of information that is not correct, I'm the first one to come out and apologize to the viewers, yeah? Because we don't believe in propaganda and misinformation and rumors and all of these things, yeah? So welcome, guys. Welcome. 63 of you here. Welcome. Can you give me a thumbs up, guys, please? And as I said, if you are not a subscriber, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. I want to say for those who on the For You page, yeah, a lot of you on the For You page listening, Yeah, I'm asking you guys, please, to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Yeah. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is at the G20 summit in South Africa. Should be over by now. Yeah. And on social media, it is a buzz again. Yeah. Why the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is in South Africa at the moment when his country is in uh, crisis, as they put it. Yeah. But our country is not in no type of crisis. Yeah. Our country is in no type of crisis. I'm pretty sure if the country was in a crisis and duty call for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness to be in South Africa, yeah, for the best interest of our country, I know he will attend the same way. Why not? Eh? Because there is an opportunity for you as the leader. Let me tell you something. For our Prime Minister to present himself at the G20 summit, it shows some type of leadership on his behalf. Yeah. And that is one thing I like about our Prime Minister. He leads from the front. Yeah. He leads from the front. No type of delegation, right? If the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness decided that, okay, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stay in the country and I'm going to send a delegation to South Africa at the summit. Yeah? These people don't realize, whenever time these meetings keep G20 summit or whatever summit at all, yeah, I never see any representative go and represent any prime minister or presidents. If you guys know about it, let me know, right? And bring me to the information that I can educate myself on those information. I've never seen any representative go to this summit for prime ministers and presidents. I always see the prime ministers and presidents go to these summit, right? So the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness go and represent his country, yeah? And even if he was thinking about going, the situation that Jamaica is in right now force him to go to the G20 summit in South Africa. And believe you me, I know that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is coming home with a bunch of goodies for Jamaica. Yeah? He meets with a lot, right, of countries, right? Lots of presidents, yeah, at the G20 summit. And I know that he made Jamaica case, right? He made it to these people, outlining what happened, what took place in Jamaica with the Category 5 Hurricane Melissa. Yeah? So when people are going to talk about why the man left the country, gone South Africa and in country in a crisis, it goes to show that he don't love the country. Come on, people. Come on. What do you mean by the man don't love his country? That is the reason why he left the people and gone to South Africa. Yeah? If I have a company, right, and every day I have to be at the company, watching my workers, watching my managers, my PR team, my marketing team, it doesn't make any sense. Me employ these people to my company. Yeah? It might as well me just fire the whole of them and go get other people to run the company. Because what the sense? What the sense? I say this to say that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, right, have capable people in this country that if the most honorable Dr. Jamaica Holness, right, said that, okay, he's going to step away or he's going to go to the G20 summit. He have so much people to call on, right, to do whatever need to be done until he return. Come on. Yeah? I'm the bigger one in my family. When my mom and my dad gone out, yeah, who they left in charge? Me. Why? Because I know I am capable of looking about the younger ones. If I wasn't capable, they wouldn't leave me to take care of the younger ones. Right? But as usual, you can't expect nothing from the haters who dislike and don't like to see anything, right? And don't want to hear anything about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Yeah? I heard a popular PMP blogger, propagandist, yeah, for the PMP criminal organization, Rattigan and others, saying that the he sent a journalist to interview the prime minister at the G20 summit. Yeah, I don't know if it's AR or what. Yeah, but when the journalist went to interview the prime minister, he could not get a chance to, and the prime minister would not give any interview at the G20 summit. Yeah, the prime minister did not go to the G20 summit. Yeah, to give any interview. Any interview. And one of the questions in that voice note, right? The African journalist was talking about that he need to ask the prime minister is that he want to ask the prime minister about the 28 bank account. That must be a joke, yeah? That must be a joke. Yeah? That must be a joke. But the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is looking about the interests of our country, looking about the interests of the people in this country. Yeah? And we as the bloggers who stand up for truth, not only for the Jamaica Labour Party, not only for the government, but for truth and for our country. We forever, right, on the battlefield, dismantling all of these propaganda and manufactured rumors and lies and information. Me no know how many times me must come on my program and talk about these things. And these people will never stop, yeah? They will never stop. But we are here for it in the longer run. Because at the end of the day, Jamaica is much bigger than every one of us. Yeah? Much bigger than every one of us. And Jamaica made us in who we are today. In no matter where we live in this world. Yeah? In no matter where we live in this world. I have realized that some people, right, is not Andrew why some people is bitter against Jamaica. Is not the most honorable Dr. Andrew. Some people is bitter, right? And need a divine touch. They need a divine intervention, right? Because some people just bitter. Can you imagine? You just see a man and people just start talk about the man. You don't know nothing about the man. You just take it up and you just run with it. Yeah? But I'm telling you the truth. If the most honorable Dr. Andrew never see it beneficial, right, to attend the G20 summit, he will never attend. He will never attend. But he went, and I know that the man have made the case on behalf of Jamaica. You understand what I mean? And I know that, and he have the chance also, right, to personally tell some of these presidents who have contributed to Jamaica rebuilding process after Melissa, thank you. Shake the hand and say thank you on behalf of Jamaica. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So not just come on for Andrew back. Come on for the man back. And just let the man have his way. You know, and rebuild back the country stronger than ever before. Yeah? Yeah, man. Some people say, Some people say the man want to turn the St. Elizabeth into a smart city and they now stop talk about it. Why not? Why not turn St. Elizabeth into a smart city? We want to see Jamaica develop, right? And we are praying for years for Jamaica to be developed, right? Indeed, Jamaica need to be developed, yeah? If Jamaica did develop the right way, do you know that some place that is flooded, we will never see so much flood? I'm telling you. If Jamaica did really all right, let us put it this way. If past governments, right, and ministers and all of these people spend all the time to develop Jamaica, right? Jamaica would never in the position that is in today. Westmoreland would never in the position that is in today if we spend time and develop this country, past governments. But the way how past government used to do things, yeah? Chaka chaka, chaka 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 chaka. Yeah? And this is what the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness not going to do. Yeah? He's not going to hurry up, do things that the taxpayers, will regret later. It doesn't make any sense. Take your time, rebuild back because I stated, right, many times that this is not a sprint, right? It's a marathon. And we need to take our time, space ourselves, and do the thing and do it properly to rebuild back our country and to rebuild it back stronger. Because we don't want to hurry up to do something. And then when we do it, another storm came, it don't have to be category 5. But if we hurry up and do things, right, and don't do it properly, yes, any storm come after this, we would in the same position or worse. Yeah? And I'm happy, as I said in my open comments, I'm happy that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is not a follower. He's a leader. And one thing you can give him his credit for is that he lead from the front in every occasion. In every occasion, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness always lead from the front. And this is the type of leader that every country need, especially Jamaica. Yeah, I have noticed something with the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness also, that our culture, right? Our culture, it take a twist, right? For the worse. For the worse. Yeah? And he's trying to put back a sense of decency, dignity, pride, right? Back in our society. Yeah? Discipline, right? And that is the reason, one of the reasons why they don't like even his wife. You understand what I mean? Not even his wife. His wife is in parliament. Yes, I know. Eh? His wife is in parliament. But she's not only his wife. He's an elected member of parliament in her own right. Yeah? And I don't know why people would have problem with the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness' wife. Yeah? When we have father and son in parliament, we have brothers and brothers in parliament, we have cousins and cousins, we have every generation in a parliament. So I don't know why people would see Miss Juliet Holness only as the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness' wife. Yeah? But the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and Miss Juliet Holness is really leading from the front. One of the things that I like about Miss Juliet Holness is that she plays the rules and laws out to you in parliament, right? Is not what she think, right? She is doing things, right, based on the law and the standing order of parliament. And when she stand on that, when she rule on that, people want to be dismissive and people want to be rude and call her name. Yeah? But leadership, right? leadership, right, in this country have to come from the head. If we need our culture to stand, if we need back our culture to go back to where it first was, right? We will love one another. We use a village to raise a child. We have manners to our elders. We don't feel comfortable with certain things. Yeah? If we need to go back to those places, right? Because, listen to me, time going to change. Yeah? Things going to change. But one thing we must never let change is the love that we have for one another. Respect. You understand? Decency, pride, self-discipline, and all of the good things. Technology, everything going to take place, come in, transform things. But we must never let this thing make we bitter against each other. And if we need to go back there, if we need a disciplined society back in differently from the indiscipline that we are seeing now, it have to start from our leaders. And that is what the most honorable Juliet Holness is doing, holding these politicians accountable. Accountable. Because for years, these people in parliament, sorry guys, these people in parliament doing and say all manner of things in parliament, talking above each other, flinging words on each other, right? To the point where you have ministers telling ministers, come outside, come outside, come outside. Don't say it in here. Come outside, come meet me. Huh? What is that, right? That we're demonstrating to our young people. No, she must hold each and every one of you accountable, right? And we need discipline. And discipline have to start from our leaders. And they're not going to like Mrs. Holness because of that. They're not going to like her, right? But she need to stand up. The way how Missy, the house speaker, run the house, yeah? The way how me see her run the house, I'm telling you, is the best I have ever seen. Is the best I have ever seen, right? After Pernell Charles, is the best. And the Peart on the other side is the best I have ever seen. These people, right? When Miss Juliet Holness is the speaker of the house, they be respectful, manageable, and they're not in the shouting as before. You understand what I mean? And they do a good thing also with the mics. Yeah. How they manage the mic, it's really recommendable. Yeah, I like it. They asked the PMP MP for South St. Mary, right? Because the minister have made a statement. I know I'm all over the place, but the social media thing is all over the place. So I have to just dash it out and just address everything that come to mind. You understand what I mean? Just follow me. The MP of South St. Mary get up to ask a question, right? According to him. Because the minister gave a statement, right? And the standing order stated that no one can get up, right, and made a statement unless they suspend, right, the standing order to take that 5 minutes, right, presentation. So he get up to ask a question, which the standing order give him the right to ask, yeah, not to give a statement. And the House Speaker acknowledged him. I said, ask a question. The man is there giving a statement, he get 3 opportunities or 4 opportunities to ask one question, and even now he cannot formulate that question to ask. Sometimes some people have some degree and we claim that they're bright and they and thing. Sometimes when you really sit down and listen to some people who have the doctorate and the PhD and all of these things, you know, it, sometimes you have to wonder. In a real life, you have to really wonder if education really is the key. You understand what I mean? You have to ask if education is really the key or is a money-making business. You understand what I mean? Because some people cannot formulate a question. Some member of parliament right now in Jamaica cannot formulate a question to ask a question. They don't know what is a question from a statement. Don't know what is a question from a statement. You get 3, 4 opportunity to ask one question, and even now you can't ask the question. Yeah? You can't ask the question. Sorry, guys. That is terrible, man. That is terrible. Yeah? Terrible. But guys, let me tell you something. The government is doing everything in their power to rebuild back this country. Yeah? To rebuild back this country. And I know that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is doing everything in their power, right, to rebuild back this country. You know what the head of the UN said to the news media? She said she have been to big countries. She have been to small countries in disasters, right? But she said Jamaica paved the way where every other countries need to follow in terms of how they prepare for the hurricane and how they rebuilding back after the hurricane. They said they have never seen, right, a type of leadership, cooperation, right, and all other things. They have never seen it before. They said what Jamaica is doing now is a blueprint for the world to follow. So when many are out there talking about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is slow, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is not doing nothing. Sometimes not to keep on the mouth shut. You understand what I mean? And another thing, we underrate our leaders and we underrate our country and our people. Yeah, man, we underrate our people, man. You understand what I mean? We underrate our people. You understand what I mean? Jamaica can do it, and we are doing it, and we will do it. We will bring back stronger together. You understand what I mean? We have the entire Jamaica, right? The entire Jamaica rallying behind the rebuilding process. And we have the world, you understand what I mean? Rally in behind Jamaica and the government to rebuild back our country stronger. Yeah, man. We are doing it. We are doing it. When many are talking, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the government is working. Guys, I saw a video with Miss Lana. And I know many of you see that video with Miss Lana. Yeah? Miss Lana get a lot of help. Lots of help. Miss Lana get material for bring back her house. She get food on top of food. Let me tell you something. Miss Lana get help more than anybody in St. Elizabeth and in the affected areas, right? And Miss Lana still living under tarpaulin. Miss Lana still living under tarpaulin. After Miss Lana gets cement, she get ply, she get zinc, she gets so much things, right? To rebuild back her place. And to have food on top of foods. And Miss Lana still out there. I said, nothing now go on. You not see the video? You not see the video? I'm going to use this opportunity again to call upon everybody that is affected by the hurricane, right? If you are in the position to help yourself, please do. If you have the material, if you have everything to rebuild back stronger, continue to rebuild or start to rebuild back. You can't, boy, me no know. We feel a sense of entitlement. We feel a sense of entitlement. And the truth is, the amount of people that have been affected by the hurricane Melissa, the Prime Minister and the government cannot and will not build back everybody a house. Because the resources is just not there. The resources is just not there. The government cannot build back everybody a house. And that is the reality. You understand what I mean? So those who can try and help themselves, try and help yourself now to get up and do something. To get up and do something. Some man don't have machete, some man don't have axe, some man don't have saw, and now get up and cut down the tree them that fall in the yard. You know how we pan government. You know how we pan government fi come chop down the tree in the yard and to move the tree in the yard and so forth. When you can move it, you have machete, and you have hoe, and you have every God Almighty thing can do it. You understand what I mean? Try and do something for yourself. Me know say someone just cannot because someone don't have what it takes to start over again. You understand what I mean? Someone just don't have it, but someone don't really have it. Hey, some people mean evil to themselves. Some people mean evil to themselves. You can't tell me say all of them the people they don't have it. So them just sit down there and wait for government. You must can do something for yourself. Right. Me not ready for read no comment yet. Me not ready for read no comment yet. Boy, I get to be a get off from my chest first. You understand what I mean? Boy, I get to be a get off from my chest first. You understand what I mean? We don't read no comment yet. And some of what you say don't make no sense neither. You understand what I mean? And next thing that is played out. Right? Me say, Miss Jess, MP, going around, right, in a PMP mark car. Me see the PMP MP down at St. Elizabeth, right, going around in a PMP mark car. In time of crisis, you are going around in PMP mark car looking for comrades to help comrades. Because that's what it is. So why would you Why would you, out of everybody, why would you have a PMP marker going around, right, giving away care packages? Eh? Why would you going around, Miss Jess, in a PMP marker giving away care packages? Huh? You are trying to send a signal. You are trying to send a signal. Right. Nobody know what me do. So if I hit you come here for, you not gonna know. Because what my right hand do, my left hand not know. So nobody not gonna know what I have done to help. Because I'm not that type of person. And many are like me too, who help and don't want anybody to know. You understand what I mean? So don't ask me that question. What have I done? Because you're not gonna know. You understand what I mean? But Miss Jess, right, go all on social media because Mr. Chuck went to St. Elizabeth to visit the courthouse and the staff that work in the courthouse, right? How bad the damage is because I feel portfolio that, and looking for his staff, he bring care packages and all of these things for his staff. Yeah? It no matter if them a PMP or them a JLP, right? They work with the government. So he might look for them and give them care packages. Miss Jess go upon social media saying that Mr. Chuck is in St. Elizabeth giving out care packages without her knowing. Miss Jess, let me tell you something. Nobody from the government, a matter of fact, none of the ministers don't have to call you, Miss Jess, and tell you that they are coming to St. Elizabeth. None of them. Because when you are drive around in a PMP marker, right, I give comrade packages, you know, call non-labor right. Or non-labor right. You know, call them and give them no care packages. So we are talking about. Even if the right Chuck want to go to St. Elizabeth and look for labor right and give labor right care packages, I know your problem. It's not your problem. Right? And this is one of the things, you know. I don't like the tribal politics, you know. Me not like it. But the PMP criminal organization always play it in our face. Right? And if they are play it in our face, so we must take the initiative, right? And look for every God Almighty labor right. And make sure they get the care package. Because many times, the history have shown, you know, the history have shown that the Jamaica Labour Party, whenever time they come in government, they always put the energy and everything into government and left the party. Right? And that is the reason why they have never do more than 2 terms in office. Because they always come in government and focus on running government and left the party. But when the PMP in power, they neglect our country and focus on the party. And that is the reason why they could have managed to buy out so much people in Jamaica. Right? Yes, because every Friday, they used to go to these municipal corporations to get these Free money. Yeah? Free money. So PJ, Patterson and the PMP always win back to back to back because they always focusing on the party and the people who support them and neglect the country. Yeah? While it is the opposite for the Jamaica Labour Party. But I need the Jamaica Labour Party at this time, right, to keep focus on, right, building the country and at the same time look about their party and their party supporters and workers. Because it's very, very important. The PMP are trying to play politics in everything. It's the same thing with Miss Juliet Holness. Miss Juliet Holness went to St. Elizabeth. You understand what I mean? To work down there in St. Elizabeth. No partisan, nothing. She just go down there to give out care packages. Right? And because the MP did not know about it, she go on social media, try to play politics. Trying to play politics. From the start, the PMP want to play politics with the rebuilding process of our country. And indeed, they have succeeded. They have succeeded in playing politics in the rebuilding process. As much as we bloggers, right, came on this platform trying not to involve the politics into the rebuilding process, yeah, we can't avoid it at this stage. We cannot avoid it because the PMP, right, rub it in our face like they don't care. The PMP rub it in our face like they don't care. You understand what I mean? And we have to fight back against these things. We cannot see these things in our face and behave like we don't see it. You understand what I mean? And again, and again, you see the same way the Attorney General, you understand what I mean, talk about they are watching every aid that Jamaica is getting and the government is getting to help the Jamaican people. Yeah? They are watching it. They have their eye on it like hawk. We want to know as the public, right? The PMP is getting a lot of aid. They are getting a lot of money. AG, where are you? Where are you guys? Who is standing up for the people because the PMP is getting? And we don't hear no come out and say nothing. Right? We want to know how much money them a get, how much aid them a get, where them a get it from, and where this aid is going, and who this aid is helping out. We want to know the same how you can hold the government accountable. You must hold the opposition accountable because these people are part of the government. Right? We cannot talk about transparency and we are only watching the government. Like is the government alone getting aid? Is that the government alone getting aid to help out the people of Jamaica? The opposition is getting it too. The opposition launched a funding only for Westmoreland. We want to know how much money is in that funding, how much money they have collected already. The same way how Mark Golding and the PMP is talking about, they want to know how much money the government have raised on the website that they have launched. And the government every Wednesday, the government go to the press conference. The government have to state how much money they have received thus far. So why you people going to hold the government accountable and left the opposition? And we see where, listen to me. when we talk about trust issues, come and hear the PMP with the trust issues, yeah? And talk about they can't trust government. One thing I know about the PMP and the government, they're different. They're different. When it come on to PMP, you can't trust PMP, right? And we see it with the misinformation that the reggae musician put out, yeah. And even if it's so that his barrel get robbed, yeah. How him trust do it? How him trust do it? You understand what I mean? The PMP criminal organization. Right now, Miss Simpson Miller they are court. Right? Colin Campbell, they are court. Philip Palwell, they are court. Because of traffic guru. They get money and they rob the money from the party. And many other money them get and rob. How can we trust the PMP in getting this money and not robbing it? We need accountability. Accountability must be across the board. It must be for the Jamaica Labour Party and the government, and not for the PMP, the opposition. One thing I have noticed, in the last general election, I said it already, the PMP come with this manufactured rumors, misinformation, and lie about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Right? And they distract most of us with this misinformation and propaganda. They blind many of us with it. And while they blind us with it, you know what they were doing? They were in the municipal corporation around the island that they controlled. And how many money missing out of those municipal corporation? Right now, the FID, right, and MOCA is investigating these municipal corporations run by the PMP. Because in Spanish Town alone, according to the FID, over 1 billion Jamaican dollars have been thieved by the PMP criminal organization. In the Kingston and St. Andrew Municipal Corporation, how much million have been stolen? Right? And we hear Andrew Swaby on Vice Note, and we hear Dayton Campbell on Vice Note saying where money must go from where money must not go. And nobody now talk about that. Nobody now talk about that. But people want to call the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness thief. And when you ask them for the evidence, they cannot give you any evidence to say that the Prime Minister thief. As a matter of fact, they point you to 28 bank account. They point you to 28 bank account. What if the Prime Minister have 28 bank account? Mark Golding have 64 bank account, and 63 bank account, and 32 active. So what are you talking about? And it's the same thing the PMP want to do right now. They want to blind us with the politics in the rebuilding process of our country. Sorry, guys. Yeah? In the rebuilding process of our country. Then them do what? Then them do what? The money when them get to take care of the people them in this town, them going to take it for themselves. I guarantee you, every money that them get, them going to take it from themselves. You understand what I mean? But boy, me I tell you, you see, Donkey said the world no level. And it really no level. It's really no level. Where is the Integrity Commission and where is the Attorney General? Right? We need them to investigate everything that the PMP is getting to help the Jamaican people. You understand what I mean? We need it. We need it, guys. You understand what I mean? It's confusing. It's confusing when you hear these watchdog groups come out talking about they are for the Jamaican people, yeah? And they will protect the Jamaican people. But yet still, these people only want to protect the Jamaican people from the government and not the opposition. Yeah? Let me tell you something, man. When you really look into it, the amount of money where the opposition, right, allegedly thief, right, from out of these municipal corporations. Let me tell you something, man. It's beyond me. And these people are in opposition. If they can manage to do such thing and in opposition, can you imagine if the Jamaican people did put all of these people into power? Huh? Can you imagine? But guys, we are on a road to rebuild back. And indeed, we will rebuild back stronger. I heard the Prime Minister said the NHT, right, have ordered 500,000 container houses. And I know that he says some of them is for purchases. Some of them is for the social housing program and all of these things. You understand what I mean? So people are going to get a lot of help from the government. People are going to get a lot of help from the government. And I like the way the government is doing this thing. I like the way the government is doing this thing. Take a time to rebuild back and rebuild back stronger. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. Rebuild back stronger. Yeah, man. One thing with Andrew, him not do things chaka chaka. Him not do things chaka chaka. Him going to take him time and do him have to do. You understand what I mean? To help out the Jamaican people. Because, boy, guys, let me tell you something. We see video and all of these things, you know. We see videos and all of these things. But the truth is, we not see the true picture. We not see the true picture. If we take a car right now, right, understand, and drive around Jamaica and look at the damages, right? May I tell you, say, it's beyond me. Trust me. Believe you me. You see St. Elizabeth mash up? St. Elizabeth mash up, yes? But you want to go Hanover and part of St. James, Westmoreland, you understand what I mean? Trelawney, St. Anne, Manchester. It's storm doing wicked. Wicked, me I tell you. The videos when you see on social media, it not tell half of what is on the ground. You understand what I mean? It not tell half. But guys, we are getting there. We are getting there. And listen to me. You know, hear people come out and a cuss Anjo. You see the nice. It'll take time to go down and I go down till it fade away. Yeah? We used to see a lot of people going into St. Elizabeth to give away care packages. Yeah? You're not seeing much of that now. Yeah? You're not seeing much of that now. And you know who have to deal with all of the issues going forward is the government and the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Yeah. So all along, the nice was in the market. Yeah. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness was focusing on the sales. You understand what I mean? Yeah, man. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness was focusing on the sales in the market. Because him know say, when the nice stop, and him have everything to deal with. Yeah? And I said again, I am happy that the most honorable, you understand what I mean? The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness went to the G20 summit. Yeah? Because the Prime Minister need all the help that we can get in this country. One of the last thing I did want Andrew to do is to go to the IMF to borrow money to help us to rebuild back stronger. Yeah? And me I tell you, say, believe you me, when the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness said they are going to the IMF to borrow money to help us to rebuild back, me I tell you, say, my heart sink. Because me know, say, the past not really good with disaster and IMF. You understand what I mean? Because all the time, when disaster hit Jamaica, right, and we borrow money from the IMF, it will send up our debt, right, and will take a long time to rebuild back stronger. But the difference is, right, this time around, is that what we are borrowing from the IMF, right, is not going to damage us in such a way where it create a form of I don't want to find a word for use, a right word to use. Let me put it this way. The government is standing on a firm footing in terms of finances, yeah? Because we have put ourselves in a position where we can stand, right? We can stand up. But we need a little strength, yeah? We need a little strength. So the government is going to the IMF. So the way how it would affect the economy, then it now going to affect it like that. No. You understand what I mean? Because we have things in our kitty. Yeah, we can stand up on our footing, but we need a little strength. Yeah? To rebuild back stronger. Because the $8 billion US dollars right now, easy to find. Easy to find. But at least we have a start. We have a start. Yeah? We have a start. Yeah, man, we have a start. I'm happy for that. You see, Andrew, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is a true visionary, Me, I tell you, he's a true visionary. And when you do these things, when you plan ahead in life, right? And things happen, people want to behave like a sell you sell out. That is the reason why you put certain things in place. Right? No, I'm not sell you sell out. It's because you is a visionary. You see things before it happen. So you put things in place for what is to come. You understand what I mean? Is that not say Andrew put things in place for what is to come? No means say Andrew sell out the place. And them type of stupidness I hear people on social media talk. Right? The man come out and the man say he want to turn St. Elizabeth into a city. The man say he want to turn Portmore into a parish. Right? And people are going to say, boy, the reason why he do this thing is because him sell out. It's because him sell out. Yeah? The man that sell out, not the people. The man is just a visionary. The man see things before it happen. And these are the type of leaders that we always want. And these are the... Listen to me. The way Andrew think, all of us should be able to think that way. You understand what I mean? Because if we learn to think that way, our life would be much better. Right? Than what it is. All right, look into this now, people. Look into this now, people. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness insured the country. Right? How much of us, right, heard this, that Andrew insured the country and said to themselves, say, say, boy, Andrew insured Jamaica, I may have a little piece of house here and something. Say, me I go insure me house and something because Jamaica prone for storm and them something there, You understand what I mean? And flood happen often because when rain fall. Especially, some people in some flood-prone areas, none of them ever think about insuring the house. Eh? Let me tell you something. If more people, right, they think about insuring them house, right now, them not have fear for it. Them not have a fear for it. You understand what I mean? Because them not just sit back and relax and watch insurance and build back them house. You understand what I mean? How much people think about that? Yeah? How much people think about, all right then, we have storm every year or something. Every time we work, we are going to put aside some money, you understand, in case, you understand what I mean, if storm come and nothing should happen. You understand what I mean? We have to think critical, think. You understand what I mean? But some people don't see it as that. Some people don't see it as that. Right? Some people don't see it as that. Sometimes we have to really wonder. We have to really wonder because if this man is trying his best to develop this country, and in the process of developing the country, right, he's getting backlash that he sell out the country and all of these things. I was saying to myself today, because I heard these comments that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness sold out Jamaica. Yeah? And nobody can point to anything that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have sold. Nobody. But yes, still, these people going to accuse him of selling out Jamaica. I was saying to myself today, right? Upon hearing these comments, videos, what left in Jamaica to be sold? After 18 and a half years under the PMP criminal organization, what left in Jamaica for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness to be sold? Eh? Nothing no left ya. Nothing no left in a Jamaica for the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness to sold. So when people are going to come and talk about Andrew sold Jamaica out, what Andrew sold Jamaica out with? Eh? At this man here come and I try to save Jamaica. At this man here come and show Jamaica people that they can own a part of Jamaica. You understand what I mean? At this man here come, right? And I put up the new money in this country because with the all money in Jamaica, it was, you can count the people on one hand who control the all money in Jamaica. You can count them on your hand, like the Chin, the Azan, the Matalan, the Mark Golding, and all of these people. Those are the people who control the majority of the money in Jamaica. Right? Everything sold under the PMP criminal organization. And you come and you put up some of the Jamaica asset and the tax exchange and said to Jamaican and said to the people who no come, poor people who no come invest in our country, who no come buy shares in our country and own a part of our country. You think a look of poor people invest in a stock exchange in a Jamaica, and it's because of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. What are you going to tell me, say? Eh? You tell me one thing that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness have sold since he came in 10 years ago. Since this man came in with the new money, everybody life start actually, everybody life started to change in this country. I have never seen young people prospering the way how these people are prospering under the leadership of the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Me see them young people now. Me see them drive some breed a car a certain age. Me see them build some type of house at a certain age. Me see young people are open some businesses at a certain age. They never have these type of opportunities 10 years ago. And that is the reality that many people cannot face, especially those who supported the PMP criminal organization. A lot of young people. The thing is that I can't understand with these young people. You understand what I mean? One thing I cannot understand with some of these young people is that they are making it, but some of them are not putting the money or whatever they earn in good use or to good use. That is the part that hurt me sometimes. Because when you're going to, we know it's not work hard and want to have fun and all of these things, yeah? But why go to a party, buy a box wine, you know, and it's not wine, it's champagne, right? And have it a throwaway. Them things they're not necessary. It's not necessary. Those things is not necessary. I never see Matalana or Mr. Chin or any of those people who really have it do the type of stupidness that we see our young people is doing now because they are holding cash. Yeah? They are holding cash. But let me tell you something. Me know say Melissa have taught many of us. And me put me inside here. That is the reason why I use us. Yeah? I know that Melissa have taught us a lot of sense. Yeah? Yeah. Me know say Melissa have taught many of us sense, including me. You understand what I mean? But guys, the Prime Minister is working, the government is working, and we are happy, very, very happy, that the Prime Minister is leading from the front. You understand what I mean? Andrew just different. The man just different. And me I tell you, let me tell you something. Sorry guys. Me's a type of person like this here, you know. Me can't bias. And me is not a yes man. Me is not a yes man. So, if you say certain things to me, me have to process it first and think about everything before we make a comment. Me just can't just get up and just run with things like most social media influencers do. Yeah? And then them have to turn around later and apologize. Me just can't do them thing there. Me just can't do them thing there. Most of those who are talking about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness in a negative way, I hear them hear things and them just run with it. Me guarantee you 99.9% of what they are saying about the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is not true. Sorry guys. It's not true. But we live in a era where everybody look likes, everybody a look popularity, and everybody a look followers. You understand what I mean? And people, you're right, family. Bernard family, you're right. You understand what I mean? People, and listen, I don't know people don't like the truth, you know. I don't know people don't like the truth. Me I tell you, me I tell you, I don't know people don't like the truth. Me did have this principal, right, at school. And me I tell you the honest truth. The principal, me don't know, but somehow him always smell green. Always smell green. And the student would talk about it. Talk about it. Yeah? And one day, we go to the principal. I tell the principal, me and the student them attack, say, boy, look like you know use no deodorant because your hormone very strong. This sweat. You're very strong. You understand what I mean? Very strong. How they tell me if you go see so? Rotted. The man say I disrespect me, I disrespect him. Put me on suspension. Eh? And give me some ratty licks I must hold out my hand. Eh? And they just tell me, I tell the man say, you know, he no smell right, you know. He must use deodorant and something, you know. You understand what I mean? The man give me some ratty lick. Eh? Say me disrespect him. A long time people don't like the truth and I just know. A long God almighty time. I remember, you know, a them a teacher, yeah. I'm principal, you know. And so the teacher said, we must speak the truth and speak it ever. Cost it what it will. Cost it what it will. But it cost me some lick. Just to speak the truth. Just to speak the truth, it cost me some lick. And it cost me suspension. Tell you why. But guys, the truth will always stand. The truth will always stand. Right? It no matter if, or it no matter the lie what people want to tell, the truth will always stand. Me have a next problem. And more want the man them for the program if tell me if they experience the same thing. Yeah? You meet a girl and you have been honest to the core to this girl. Right? And the girl, I tell you, say, I lie you a tell. Lie you a tell. You be honest to the girl, you know. And the girl I tell you, I lie you a tell. She not believe what you say. Yeah? And as soon as you start tell her the lie, so she believe every God almighty lie you a tell. Tell me if you experience them the same thing. I'm here talking for half experience, me I tell you. You know. Me I tell you half experience. So, because she believe all the lies. Because she believe all the lies. You can't tell her the lie them. Because of that she believe. When you tell her the truth, she not believe the truth. Man, tell me if you no experience it. Tell me if you no experience it. Tell me if you no experience it. Me see I experience me attack offer. Be being honest to the core. In telling the truth. But because the truth is unbelievable, me have to end up a tell lie. Because me have an interest. And indeed, the anchor hole, me get through because I lie. Yo, the world gone, you know? The world gone. The world gone. But the truth will remain. The truth will remain. You understand what I mean? Be I tell you. Be I tell you. Another thing we have to deal with tonight. The RJR group of company and, well, the Gleaner and every RJR group, TVJ, everything come under one umbrella. Yeah? The RJR group of company put out information saying that the World Bank stated that Jamaica debt, right, went up to 100, went from 62% to 115% post Hurricane Melissa. Yeah? The World Bank came out and stated that the RJR group of company is lying because they have not made such statement. So where the RJR group of company get that information from to publish about the World Bank? Where they get those information from? Listen to me. It's not only PMP, a matter of fact, the RJR group of company are part of the PMP propaganda machinery. So I don't expect nothing better from them. Right? It's the same thing that Megamart have to come out and address the RJR group of company because they have put out that Megamart is closing the Montego Bay branch. Right? Forever. And Azan have to come out and say, no go so. It's going to take a long time to rebuild back the Montego Bay Megamart. But we're not going to close it permanently. So where they get that information from? The World Bank have to come out swinging to protect their reputation and to save Jamaica reputation. Why these people want to see the government look so bad? Why these people don't like Jamaica? Why these people want to destroy Jamaica reputation on the world scene? Mataland, it's simple, you know. It's simple, man. It's simple. If you are man golden not like Jamaica, on a born and grow in England, a this so, but no pass away, if you no pass away in England, God forbid, right? A this so no want go lay, rest, on a yard. If you no like Jamaica, if you not tired of Jamaica, you just go back, no man. You just go back. You understand what I mean? What the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness and the government have done to you guys? Why you guys willing to bring down the government and bring down our country? You know, come on, no man. You don't do better, no man. You don't do better, no man. Where is journalism in Jamaica? Where is true journalism in Jamaica? These people turn such politicians, I don't know what to think of them. I have realized, you see from Murty Perkins dead, God rest him soul, bless him soul. You see from Ian Bowen dead, journalism dead with them, Journalism dead with them, man, there in a Jamaica. Because certain things, when they clean up and the RJR group or any other media houses them, should follow up on and to publish. Them not do it. But they're willing every time to spread misinformation, rumor, propaganda against the government and against the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Everything negative, you know. Everything negative about the aftermath after hurricane. These people always find it to publish. Nothing good. Tell me something good that the RGR group of companies have put out. Tell me. Nothing. Everything is negative. Why the government not do that? This answer, like they are a mouthpiece for the opposition. But in a strange. It don't strange at all. It don't strange. But I'm happy. I am, whether I don't like it or not, I am happy that the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness is a part of us. And Andrew, let me tell you something. Me don't know if nobody no love Jamaica. But you see that man behind me named Andrew. The man love him country and the man love him people. And this man, right, will never sell out his country. This man will never sell out his people. Right? And the past 10 years have taught me that and give me the confidence that this man will never sell out his country and this man will never sell out his people. This man, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness, is the only prime minister in Jamaica that I really see and who cares about the people of Jamaica and put his country first. Tell me how much people are going to get raise of salary and not take it because of his country. Every politician take the raise. But yes, still, they must cuss Andrew, say Andrew raise politician pay. Only man who not take the pay are the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Bushman, blessing, my brother. Thank you for the gift. Only man who don't take the pay is the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. Why? Because the man love him country. The man put him country first. Me talk it on many occasions. Right? That the only prime minister Mr. really care about our elders, our kids, and the poor people of this country is this ghetto youth who come from Spanish Town, the most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Holness. You always hear that when people rise out of their community and become something in life, they always come back and give to their community or give back to their country. Andrew Michael Holness is the one who is giving back to his country and giving back to the people of this country. And many big business people are like Andrew, you know, since Andrew coming up power, you know. You don't hear them and leak out against Andrew. You don't hear the private sector leak out against Andrew. Why? Because Andrew Michael Holness is spreading out the money and make people have money in this country. Yeah? You understand what I mean? Me hear people that cry out. I said the Airbnb, I give them a fight in the hotel industry. Who owns all of these Airbnbs? People like you and me. Yeah? Who work hard, build our houses, and we can take it and rent part of it for Airbnb. Benefit from it. Yeah? This man create a social housing program. This is the last thing I'm talking tonight. Create a social housing program. Not for PMP, not for JLP, not for no P at all, but for anybody who is poor and needy. This man, Andrew Holness, create the social housing program. Take people from both houses to concrete houses. 2-3 bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, dining. Tell me which other prime minister in the history of Jamaica have ever done it. No prime minister. The truth is, many of you who is talking about Andrew, bad mind and corrupt, and you see, we are called Andrew bad mind and corrupt. If you don't check on the background, most are not criminal. I don't have criminal background. Because most of when me see a call Andrew thief, in a newspaper, me so or upon the news, me so in a custody or being charged. So most of we are called Andrew thief. You know what I mean? I know a thief. You know more than thief. And if Andrew a thief and I do so much in this country, might as well he just continue thief. Might as well you just continue thief. Because if him a thief and him have done so much for the people of Jamaica, make him and continue thief, man. Make him do it. You understand what I mean? But bless up yourself, Mr. Prime Minister Andrew. God bless you, master. Me I tell you, because if it wasn't for you, Mr. Prime Minister, who came in 10 years ago from 2016 and thought to do the work that the Jamaican people pay you to do, you no show up the PMP, so. Andrew, me thank God. See, you never continue on the journey that the PMP criminal organization was on, right? For the 18 and a half years. Because if you didn't continue to do what the PMP was doing for the 18 and a half years, we will not have no Jamaica now. May I tell you the God truth? and that is the reality. We will not have no Jamaica. But you come and you see and you conquer. Eh? Boy, you're good like a gold virgin. Remember me tell you. Yeah? And you're in the history book. You is the best prime minister Jamaica ever had, Mr. Holness. God bless you, sir. Continue to work for the people, and the people will work for you. Continue to take care of the people, and the people will take care of you. Continue to love the people, and the people will love you. Continue, you understand what I mean? To love the people, and the people will love you back, Mr. Holness. Believe you me, you are the best since sliced bread, my friend. Trust me. And many of them who are criticizing and attacking the Prime Minister Holness, let me tell you something. If you give them your job for your hour, they have high blood pressure and drop down. What we say? We say most of us, we are criticize you. And attack all manner of evil against you. If you give them 1 hour out of your job, they have high blood pressure and they drop down. Mr. Wallace, continue to work. Continue to work. You understand what I mean? Because, you see, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for your work, right? The Jamaican people would forget about you and not give you the third term. It's your work that you have put out. The people have seen it. And they trust you, right? To give you the third term. And indeed, you get the third term. Big up on yourself, people. Everybody with the live have cost me. So big up on yourself, same way for joining. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for joining the live. You understand what I mean? Soon tomorrow, around 10 or 11 o'clock, somewhere about. You understand what I mean? I'll talk about something else, yeah? Yeah, man. So now have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, wherever time zone you're watching from. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel, yeah? If you're new, welcome. You understand what I mean? And welcome my all-time subscribers from day one. Big up on yourself. Me love each and every one of you. Love each and every one. Guys, some of my time, some of my time when we don't read the comment section, it's because of the distraction. You understand what I mean? Because of the distraction. But we don't read. What if I comment, me not read it tonight? You understand what I mean? And that because me didn't want to stay focused on the topic that I came with. You understand what I mean? So, on the bless upon yourself, people, and we soon again. We talk again, all right? Blessings.